So I'm here about to interview one of the craziest E30s in the world, and my friend, the owner, is right here.
What's up?
This is Eliv. There we go. Wait. There we go. All right. So this E30 was at SEMA last year.
Yes, it was at SEMA.
And I saw it for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, because you're such a busy guy. You're always running around, not able to sit down and talk for a bit.
But here we are. We have 30 minutes or so to talk, sit down, and let's go over the car in detail.
Let's do it.
Because I've been wanting to see this thing for like a year, almost, since SEMA last year.
It's actually almost going to be a year, yeah.
Yeah, almost. And then you'll be there this year with another car.
Hey, you're not supposed to tell them that.
Well, I didn't say what car.
Oh, yeah, sure, that's true.
No one knows anything else about it. Anyways, this thing is crazy. You want to go over the details and show me sort of what you've done to it?
So this is my 1983 323 Euro E30. So we never even got these in the United States. It's a European model. So like some of the features that the European models have that the US doesn't have, like padding inside of it. So the trunks on the US ones have padding, this one doesn't. You know, no power windows, no power sunroof, so it's all manual, less weight. The bumpers are different on these because they're European models, and just little details like that. Like the spoilers are different and whatnot. When we got an opportunity to take the car to SEMA, literally my dad and I took the whole car apart and we built the whole car in about 3.5 months. The whole car, like everything. We took the subframe, differential, everything out, and it's got brand new undercoating. I'll send you the video so you can put it like in a little piece here.
Yeah.
So you can see it's all brand new undercoating, and it had an S54 in it, but I wanted it to be a little more crazier. So we did a Precision 6266 turbo, and it's so much fun. It's literally insane. It's stupid.
How much power do you think it's making?
So we've got it up to 870 horsepower, but that was like only one pull, and then that's it. We turned it back down. Right now it makes 570 to the wheels.
Oh my goodness.
So 570 to the wheels, but even at 570, first, second, and third is non-existent. So you have to like ease into first and second, because if not, it just spins. But it's a monster. I'm scared. I'm personally scared to drive it because I have so much money into it. We're like, I don't want anything to happen to it. Yeah. And it's a sentimental value. My dad and I built it together, and I don't mean, if anything ever happened to it, I feel like I would kind of like lose a part of what my dad and I have built over the years.
Mm-hmm. And this is not just any old engine swap, right?
No.
You've clearly dressed it up with every detail you could.
So my dad and I were the second people in California to have an E30 with an S54 in it. This is back like circa 2014 era, and I mean people have do S54 swaps now, but this one specifically, I mean we put a bunch of carbon pieces. My friend in Tijuana, Mexico, he owns a carbon company, so his company's name is Carbonetics. Luckily, he was able to work with me together on making all these carbon pieces. So a lot of these pieces that are on the car are actually available for sale. So there's nobody ever in the world that's ever made carbon E30 pieces that are like actually nice. And finally, we're bringing that to the community because carbon fiber is coming back to like a thing. People, to like it again. Back in the day, it was, if you go a couple years back, everybody's like, oh, carbon is ghetto. Now everybody likes carbon once all of a sudden. So, but we got, like, say for example, we got the side skirts. Everything flows in. Side skirts are all carbon. The front lip is carbon. I mean, everything in that. I try to do every plastic piece that there was in the engine bay to be carbon. But there's just so many things. We even had these in carbon. The wiper things, we had them in carbon, but we took them off because I just felt like it was just too much carbon. Yeah, but just, thankfully our carbon fiber factory is in Tijuana, Mexico, so all this stuff is manufactured and made in Tijuana, Mexico. Wow. Which is really cool, and putting the name of Mexico really high because everybody expects bad quality when you hear Mexico, and we're very blessed to be able to show them that, what there really is to be made in Mexico. Yeah,
and one of my favorite pieces on the car is this front wheel cover.
So yeah, the wheel cover, so those are the turbo fans that were made in the I think it was the 80s. BBS came out with these turbo fans, and luckily we actually make them now. So we have these turbo fans.
So these aren't for sale? You can't buy them?
They are, but we'll talk about that after.
Okay.
Yeah. But they will be soon. They will be soon. But there's a lot of legal factors to that part.
Yeah, that is such an awesome piece of the car. And then the interior, obviously.
So I'm very detailed about everything, as you can tell in the car. So the interior, all the leather is from Rolls-Royce. So we order all the leather from Rolls-Royce. And then the center pieces, this is the Pepita Burgundy. that a lot of people use on Porsches. I get a lot of inspiration when building these cars from Porsche Singer on how they're very detailed on every single detail. As you can see, even the roll cage is wrapped in leather. There's not a single thing that I didn't want to redo on this car. But yeah.
Wow.
Even the fire extinguisher, you got it wrapped on the on the roll cage. The back dash panel also wrapped. All the stitching, all the lines matching.
Wow. That is beautiful. And then these wheels back here too, they're the same on the front and back. This one just has the cover on it, right?
Yeah, so I mean they're different sizes. The front is a 17 by 8 and the 17 by 9, and the rear is a 17 by 10 and a half. The lips are bigger. I think the front I did 2-inch, and the rears are 3.5 lips. So a little bit bigger lips, but the face is the same, just that it has that cover on it. This is a really rare panel on the E30s. These only came on certain models. So I was able to get one of these, so it covers all of this in leather, which is really cool. It's on air suspension, so did a full hardline setup on it, polished. So these taillights are called StarTechs. So these are like a special edition taillight that was made back in the day. They're not available anymore. They cost me a pretty penny, and it was really hard to get them.
And they come in that color.
They come just like that, exactly.
Wow.
They just got the rights to make them again. But they're too dark now. They don't look that color, and they'll flow so good. They almost look the same as the color of the car.
Yeah, it's crazy cool. Wow, what a car! What an interior! It really is like a Singer E30 almost.
Yeah, that's literally what I try to go for, and
yeah,
I'm really happy on how the end results. I mean, you can see all the details. Even the bottom cover is carbon, where the engine bonnet is.
And it's so cool that you not only made this for yourself, but it's available to purchase.
Yeah, all the carbon stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you want people to, there's always the people like, oh, I build, like Singer builds their cars, right? And much respect to Singer, but they don't sell any of the pieces that they have on their Singers, which, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people build their 911s and they want to have that little piece from that car. So I'm happy we're able to now actually
do that.
Yeah, like you're not able to afford to have your E30 look this perfect with the perfect interior, but you can have the carbon fiber side skirts or the carbon lip, makes it more available and open to everybody else.
Yeah. Well, do you mind if we go for a ride in it?
Yeah, let's do it. Hell yeah.
All right. This is going to be awesome. So here we are in the E30 with the E30 King. Man, what an interior. This is literally the nicest interior I've ever ridden in. Oh my goodness. How much throttle was that?
That was like halfway.
Halfway. This might be the scariest car I've ever ridden in too in a second. Crikey. So how often do you drive this car?
Not much. It's been in the shop for like literally so I've always been an NA person. I love NA cars because you can beat on them and never worry about it. But with turbo cars, everything's so sensitive. Like if you leave a car at a certain angle, then the fuel pump has a hard time pushing the fuel to the engine, and just a bunch of crap, dude. It's as much as I love this car, it's literally been a huge headache trying to get the turbo set up to be perfect. Luckily now it's pretty set up to the point where it's good.
Yeah.
But it's been sitting in the shop for maybe a month and a half, but I just got it back like literally a week before the car moved.
So what did they have to do to get the turbo setup working right?
It's just a lot of trial and error. They retuned the whole car. Before I came to the car, they retuned the whole car, and now it's good to go. Everything's good, and because also one thing that happened was the fan had stopped working, so the car would start to heat up too much.
Dang. So how many miles have you put on this car since it's been done? 1,000?
Let's see. I would say maybe 2,000 miles max.
That's pretty good actually. That's a lot more than I thought.
But I mean, it's just been long drives,
Yeah.
Here, there to there, there to there. That's why there've been that much miles, like 2,000 miles.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's almost been a year since I built the car. October will be a year,
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's insane. What? How? Like what? That's crazy.
It's different. It's definitely different than like a newer car. Like driving my GT3 is fun, but like this thing is like a monster.
Way more fun. For those of people that didn't watch the last video, I actually did an entire video on your car collection about a year ago. Yeah, it was a year ago. Wow. That's insane. That's the second scariest car I've ever been in my life. That is nuts.
It's the first.
1,000 horsepower plus R32 GTR. That thing was scary.
What was it, R33?
No, R32 with like over 1,000 horsepower.
Oh shit. That also doesn't have 1,000, but it's just, it doesn't weigh anything.
No, it's scary. So for those that didn't watch the YouTube video last year where it showed the entire car collection, that was before this car was finished.
That was some time ago, but like, and the collection has definitely grown and changed since we did that video for sure.
Yeah, you got a G80 now, right?
On the G80, the blue M3 was there, and I had raffled it off, so it's not in the collection anymore. But there's was there a Toyota 86 there when you were there?
Yeah,
no,
there was.
That one's gone. I sold it. I mean, shortened down the collection more now, but it's definitely also grown. It's they took some cars away, brought more now. You know?
Yeah, because you got another white E36 M3. You didn't have that when I came by.
Oh, you see? Oh no, yeah. So
No.
you got a white 37 M3 now also. It's true.
So you have every M3 generation now, because then you didn't have the G80.
So, yeah, so we got pretty much everything. Like I told you, the F80 is my sister's. So thankfully it's not mine, but
Yeah.
I'm looking to buy one right now. But that's it. That's literally it. I got the most expensive one. The G80 is like the most expensive one. But now just listing the F80. That's all. That's literally it.
And for those of you guys that don't know, what do you do for a living to afford all of these cars?
I'm in a concrete company. And if you go on the previous videos, there's people that are saying like, oh, it's probably like a daddy's money or whatever. No, actually no. It's really not. I grew up in Section 8. I'm in a low income with my mom and dad, and we didn't have nothing growing up. So I really wish I did have money growing up, because I would see all these kids, have nice cars and watches and all this stuff. And I was the kid that my parents, back then, Levi's was like the fake Vans. And that's the shoes I would have to wear, because my parents couldn't afford the Vans, even though Vans are like $55 or whatever.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have money to buy Vans, but a lot of stuff has changed over the years. And I tell people all the time, you'll get to know who I am until you meet me. Social media doesn't really show who somebody is.
You're a very hospitable person in the car community, and one of the most, knowledgeable about BMW E30s that I've ever met. I think the most knowledgeable. 92 E30s he's had. That's insane.
92 E30s. They're fun, man. I love these cars. Like, there's like, like that childhood poster car. Everybody has a childhood poster car, right?
Yeah.
Like that you wanted. But a lot of people have like their Lambo on the wall. I had it. I wanted an E30. That was the car I wanted. So that's the car that I have. The car that I keep buying, because I love it. I love these cars. Kind of just like shows a piece of me through a car. I love art. Like I feel like building a car is like art.
Yeah.
So this is like a piece of art to me.
Yeah. Especially this car. Oh my goodness. What an insane build. Do you know the total valuation of what you put into this car?
I put about, I think, around a little over $170,000 in this car.
Wow.
So I mean, I'm driving a GT3 RS practically.
Yeah.
But I personally think this is better than GT3 RS. I just love, having my, personality in a car. Which is cool,
And you do have a GT3.
I do have a GT3, which is awesome, and I see this in the most humble way. It's great, but the GT3 will never compare to actually driving like an E30 or like something you built. It's a different feeling,
Yeah.
And, like you're at Car Week right now, right? There is plenty of GT3s around, right?
Yeah.
But there isn't many E30s driving around, especially to the criteria of what I built this with, so.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. I appreciate you taking us on a ride. Still, one piece of advice for any viewer.
Put God first before you do anything. And don't tell everybody what you're going to do. Keep your ideas and dreams to yourself before you tell everybody, because sometimes not everybody wants to support you, and sometimes people just want to crush your dreams. So sometimes keep stuff to yourself.
So like do it and then show them.
Exactly. Because sometimes you tell everybody and then you don't get it done.
Yeah.
And then you
look like a fool, you know?
We'll do one more pull and then we'll call it done.